It's May 15th, 1939, and the NNJIL schedule is loaded this week with consequential matchups. League leaders have the chance to begin to separate themselves from a pack that's been tightly bunched at the top all season. After a three-way tie at the top, Leonia took care of Tenafly in their last contest behind a four-hitter from Rudy Jaeger, and as a result of the washout of the matchup between Hackensack and Teaneck, Coach Herb Turkington's Lions began the week at the top of the standings. League action will begin with the Hackensack Comets sending ace Danny Dawson to face Walt Schneider and Rutherford, while Teaneck sends Big Jim Sloan to the hill to face Tenafly, who now sits at 500, making this a must-win game for the Tigers to keep their hopes of a league title alive. Cliffside Park hopes to keep their chance at the championship going by facing off against Englewood. The contest features the pitching matchup of Cliffside's ace Vince Mullins against Englewood's Bob Luskin, with the Maroon now relegated to a spoiler role. And finally, Leonia will attempt to retain its perch atop the NNJIL by facing off against Ridgefield Park, and they will most likely rest ace Rudy Jaeger as they are staring down a showdown at the end of the week against Hackensack. As the Bergen Record blared the front page news that the 50 millionth car had crossed the George Washington Bridge, the sports pages were jam-packed with details of the day's action. Hackensack ace Danny Dawson was brilliant in a 2-0 three-hit win over Rutherford for his fifth straight victory. The duel with Rutherford's Walt Schneider drew over 400 fans to the Hackensack High School athletic field, and the big blow came in the second on a home run by the Comets' Mike Krakowski. Teaneck had a much easier time with Tenafly, as Teaneck ace Big Jim Sloan was dominant in an 11-1 win. On the verge of a complete game no-hitter, Sloan faced Tenafly catcher Dan Bunce with only one more out to record in the final inning, and the Teaneck fans in a frenzy. Bunce cracked a sharp grounder down the third baseline for his team's first hit to break up the bid. With the no-hitter spoiled, Sloan finished up the complete game victory with 9 strikeouts to bring his season total to 86 and his league-leading victory total to 6. Teaneck had 12 hits on the day, including 4 for 4 from Johnny Thompson and 3 for 4 from Don Schneider. Cliffside's hopes were dashed by Englewood as Luskin turned in another solid performance, and a defensive shakeup by coach Jim Kirkland found the Maroon with only 2 errors in a 4-1 win. But it was Leonia who took care of business, dominating Ridgefield Park's Al Deuce and laying their claim to first place with a 16-3 shellacking behind a 4-hitter from Dutch Hilderhoff. All 8 ball clubs would be in action 2 days later. Both Hackensack and Teaneck would attempt to bring back their ace pitchers Dawson and Sloan on just 2 days' rest. Hackensack will have the tougher assignment as they face league leader Leonia and their well-rested ace Rudy Jaeger. Teaneck will toss Sloan against Cliffside Park, who is coming off a disappointing loss to Englewood and desperate for a victory. The stretch run will be decided by which club's pitchers can hold up under the mounting pressure of each successive contest.